whisper from heaven. Main scripture 1 Kings 19:12. And after the earthquake a fire. But the Lord was not in the fire, and after the fire a still small voice. Have you ever been in a place so quiet you could hear your own heartbeats? Have you ever felt the silence grow so thick that it wrapped around you like a blanket? That's often where God speaks. Not in the thunder, not in the flames, not in the roar of the world, but in the whisper. A whisper from Eve. Let's go back to a lonely mountain. A prophet named Elijah is hiding in a cave, exhausted from running from threats, from failure, from fear. He had just performed one of the most dramatic miracles in the Bible, calling down fire from heaven, proving the power of the one true God over the false prophets of Baal. But instead of celebration, Elijah is met with death threats. Queen Jezebel wants him dead. Elijah is afraid, he's tired, he feels abandoned. And in that moment of despair, God tells him to stand on the mountain, for he is about to pass by. First, a mighty wind tears through the mountains, so strong that rocks are shattered. But the Lord is not in the wind. Then comes an earthquake, violent and unsettling. But the Lord is not in the earthquake. After that, a blazing fire sweeps through the landscape. But the Lord is not in the fire. Then silence, a stillness, a gentle whisper. And that barely audible voice is where Elijah finds God. A whisper doesn't shout from across the room. It's spoken when someone is right beside you. God whispers because he's near. Maybe you've been through some wind lately. Maybe life has been shaking like an earthquake beneath your feet. Maybe the fire of trials has burned through your peace and your hope. And maybe you've been wondering, where is God in all of this? Let me tell you, he is in the whisper. That gentle nudge in your heart. That quiet reminder that you're not alone. That peaceful moment that comes when you least expect it. We miss him because we're always listening for the loud. The whisper is personal, intimate, direct. The wind, the earthquake, the fire, they symbolize power, chaos, change. The whisper stands in contrast. It requires us to pause, to lean in, to truly listen. And that's what Elijah had to do. He had to silence his surroundings. He had to quiet his soul. Only then could he hear it. The whisper from heaven. Maybe right now you're standing on your own mountain. Maybe you're in a cave of isolation, fear, or confusion. Maybe you're wondering if God has anything left to say to you. He does, but you won't find him in the constant scroll of your feed. You won't hear him in the chaos of opinions. You won't discover him in the explosions of entertainment. You'll find him in the stillness. When you turn off the noise, put down the distractions, and simply wait. When you stop talking and start listening. When your heart becomes still enough to hear the gentle voice that says, "That's the whisper from heaven." This whisper is not weak, it's weighty. It doesn't echo in your ears, it resonates in your soul. It's how God speaks to those who truly want to hear him. Not the casual listener, not the skeptic demanding proof, but the one who, like Elijah, has reached the end of themselves and is ready to hear the heart of God.